Hi, my name is David Rippy. I am a certified hypnotherapist where I take clients into a deep hypnotic state where they can share details of a previous life. This is my chapter titled The Universal Laws in my book, The Immortal Soul. Enjoy.
The universal laws. The principles of the truth are 7. He who knows these understandingly possesses the magic key whose touch will fly open all the doors of the temple. The universe exists by virtue of these laws, which form its framework, and which hold it together. The 7 great Hermetic principles. The 7 universal laws or principles by which everything in the universe is governed have excellent application to our individual lives. It is hard for anyone to imagine that our personal lives are so impacted by these universal laws, yet everything we think, our actions, our deeds, our desires, exist in perfect harmony with these laws. These laws are ancient, and it is difficult to pinpoint any one single source where they originated. There are whispers of these laws in every religion, from the Bible, Quran, Vedic texts, Buddhism, Confucianism, to ancient writings and secret teachings dating back thousands of years. Every one of them has at its core these spiritual and ancient truths, and ascended masters, sages, and prophets of the past have shared these with many. Learning these laws, understanding their significance, and applying them well in your life will bring about positive benefits and transform your life in ways you never thought possible. 3 of the universal laws are immutable, eternal laws. They can never be changed and will never change. It is impossible to alter them, and they transcend all there is and go back to the beginning of everything. Nothing can affect them, and they are absolute. The last 4 laws can be altered and can be manipulated. This means with good effort and study, you can bend them to your will and accomplish things you may never have thought possible. Whether you learn to apply or use these laws correctly in your life, these 7 laws will still govern your entire existence. By understanding and mastering these 7 universal laws, you will find yourself in the driver's seat in your personal life, relationships, business dealings, and with whomever you interact in all facets of your life. 1. The Law of Mentalism. The immutable law of mentalism states that everything we know as reality in our physical world has its origin in the unseen or spiritual realms. It refers to the collective consciousness, God, Spirit, Source, Brahma, Yahweh, or whatever name you associate with the universal mind in your beliefs or religious structure. This universal mind permeates from the lowest dimensions to the highest. All life, whether of the animal, mineral, or plant kingdom, has its origins in this law. All things manifest from this law, and it cannot be changed or altered. Everything in all universes is subject to this law, from energy, matter, dark matter, gravity, and everything not yet discovered by science. Everyone on this planet and all life throughout the cosmos is part of the universal mind. The reality all of us create is a manifestation of our mind, and our mind is a piece of the universal mind. 2. The Law of Correspondence. The second of the immutable laws is the Law of Correspondence. The phrase many are familiar with comes from this immutable law and tells us, as above, so below, as below, so above. Agreement and correspondence exist on all realms. Whether on the physical planes, in the mental realms, or on any of the spiritual dimensions, everything is connected, everything is in agreement, and there is correspondence with everything. This immutable law means everything is connected throughout the universe, including everyone on this planet, and everything else throughout the universes. Everything originates from the same one source. It does not matter whether we are referring to the smallest atom or electron, or the most massive star or planet, everything is one, and this pattern is expressed throughout the universe. 3. The Law of Vibration. The last immutable law is the law of vibration. Everything in the universe is pure energy, and this includes the physical, spiritual, and mental planes. Even what we consider solid, like our bodies, pets, buildings, rocks, plants, moons, and planets, are just vibrating energy. Everything vibrates, and it is only a matter of degree or frequency how much motion or vibration an object or condition exhibits. For example, denser materials or objects exposed to frigid temperatures tend to vibrate less on average. Conversely, objects in a highly excitable state, exposed to high temperature in vapor form, or in higher dimensional states, tend to vibrate more. Science today has confirmed what the ancients, ascended masters, philosophers like Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, and in certain ancient texts like the Vedic, among other sources, have known for eons: everything is always moving. The law of attraction, similar energies attract similar energy, has its foundation in this law. We experience life through our five senses, and since all senses vibrate, they are transferred instantaneously to our brain. Once entering our brain as vibrating energy, we will react in infinite ways depending on how we process the information we are receiving. For example, if we act negatively or feel negative, sad, or depressed in our thoughts, we can potentially attract other energies that are exhibiting similar reactions to the varied stimuli. If we approach adverse events that befall us, disappointments that we experience in life, whether in our career, relationships, or health, in a dark fashion, we can make them even worse. The lightest vibration that exists is unconditional love for another, while hate, ego, greed, and fear are among the densest. The student who learns to control their thoughts, actions, and deeds throughout life will find themselves attracting positive energies, having more success in life, and finding greater fulfillment and joy. Those that cannot control their negative thoughts or actions will often find themselves leading a life dogged by disappointments, struggle, and consumed by darkness. Basking in the incredible possibilities of what living in the light represents, by having good thoughts, followed by deeds and actions geared toward the benefit of all, will find you experiencing rewarding outcomes throughout your life. 4. The Law of Polarity. The Law of Polarity is the first of the mutable laws, which states that there are two sides to everything, and what appears as opposite is only a matter of degree. Meaning everything we think, whether something is hot or cold for example, is the polar opposite of the other at extremes. Everything is paired, opposites are identical, and everything has poles, and the only difference is by degree. Love and hate, light or dark, good and evil, peace or war, are a matter of degree. Learning to transform your thoughts by raising your vibrations consciously can change your life toward one of happiness, greater abundance, and satisfaction in your interactions. In the ancient Hermetic teachings, learning how to manipulate the law of polarity by always focusing on the best intents in your interactions with others will find you rising above this law in ways to your benefit. Remember, everything is connected, everything is one in God, or spirit is above opposites. Always strive for the good in situations even when things are going badly. In doing this, you will see the pendulum move back in a positive direction sooner than if you had stayed negative and focused on the darkness of the situation. Strive for that. 5. The Law of Rhythm. The Law of Rhythm is the second of the mutable laws. It lets us know that everything rises or falls, whether nations, stock markets, tides, or anything else you can think of. This law of rhythm operates like a pendulum, swinging from one side to the other and manifests itself in everything. Our thoughts are significantly affected by this law, and all of us have seen our reactions turn from positive to negative depending on the external event or stimuli. How well you can control your reactions, and how successfully you can cope with negativity in your life, relationships, or career determines the swing. The more significant your control in how you view things in life, the more the pendulum will move in a positive direction for you. Your success or failure in life, what you pursue, and your interactions with others are significantly affected by this law, and a major determinant of how happy you are in general. To become a master of this law requires strengthening your ability to be aware of the backward movement in anything you undertake or pursue. Noticing the subtle shift of anything you set in motion, whether involving your relationships, career, health, or any goal you may have, allows you a greater ability to reverse the movement. Whenever you notice the law start to draw you away from your desires, vision, or aims, do not lose hope, but try to go forward with determination and keep your eye on the prize you are seeking. Remain focused on your outcome and what you're looking to accomplish, and work diligently to remain positive, even when it seems too difficult to maintain, no matter how long it takes. If your efforts meet with failure, find comfort that by having patience and staying positive, eventually the motion will reverse and move back in the direction you prefer. Work hard to understand how these laws work and how to apply them, and you will notice significant improvements in your life. Over time, your dedication will be rewarded as the backward movements will become less severe, and the pendulum of your life hovers more in the positive direction you always wanted. 6. The Law of Cause and Effect. Few in life apply this third mutable law correctly. They often find themselves hostage to their thoughts, and these thoughts are often intimately connected to one's actions. Everything we set in motion is governed by the law of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect, and every effect has its cause. Everything that takes place that you affect and manifest in your outside or physical world has a definite origin in your mind and consciousness. This means every one of your thoughts, deeds, or actions has significance and will set a specific event in motion. The effects that you set in motion will eventually materialize over time. By controlling your thoughts for the betterment of not only yourself, but all you encounter, will find you a master of your destiny and reward you in ways you may have thought impossible early on. Controlling your thoughts and actions will find you consumed with good things in your life. Creative imagery, focused meditation, visualization, and applying proper intentions or specifically good cause will lead to outcomes that serve your highest good and what you create in the physical world. Your thoughts are powerful and affect all the outcomes in your life, positively or negatively. This law ultimately affects every plane of existence, whether on the physical, mental, or spiritual plane. Learn to use this law effectively, pay attention to your thoughts, and guard your actions carefully. You will be amazed at what good things may come your way. 7. The law of gender. The last of the mutable laws, the law of gender, states that everything has its masculine and feminine qualities. This law has its roots in all of creation, whether plants, minerals, humans, or animals. Everything contains both masculine and feminine qualities. We all know men who are nicer than others, more compassionate and loving. These traits are typically considered more feminine than masculine. Among women friends, we all have known someone at one time or another who was more athletic, competitive, and the leader or captain of any sports teams they were involved with. These are typically considered more masculine attributes. Most define feminine attributes as being nurturing, more loving, caring, compassionate, and patient than their male counterparts. Most identify masculine traits as greater self-reliance, hunting, leading, and protecting, which are more prevalent among men. All of us possess both masculine and feminine qualities, and it is only a matter of degree which traits are more prevalent. To master this law, one must accept that everything exhibits both feminine and masculine qualities. Lying within every woman exist masculine traits, and within every man are feminine attributes. Mastering this law requires one to be balanced. In other words, one needs equal amounts of love, compassion, patience, and intuition, offset by the masculine attributes of self-reliance, leadership, energy, and logic. One who finds balance with this law will have better interactions with both sexes and more fulfilling and successful relationships in all areas of their life.